Every true vision only has one believer first, and it's the person who have that vision. What attracts people to you is when you decide that you don't care if you're lonely, you're still going to pursue the vision. A leader is always lonely because they are out front. There's no one out there with them. When you think about it, if you have everyone around you, then you're part of the crowd. And every great leader in history, as you study them, they really found their true self when they was alone. You know, Moses was in the wilderness, Jesus Christ is in the desert. So leaders they live a lonely life, but they chose that loneliness. And that's important. You have to choose to be alone if you're going to change the world.
My name is Moses, founder of TBV Productions. TBV was founded on the 12th of March 2021, and I thought of the idea on the 19th of November 2020. 10th of January 2019, I was dancing. I was dancing prior to this, and I was dancing with a bunch of friends, Fidel being one of them. Gunly Remix was like the best opportunity for me to kind of like vlog my first video, which that's what I did. Once I got there, you know, I was just doing a normal vlog. I was dancing at the time, so that's why I was in the video. I was amazed, you know, I thought it would just be like, you know, the artist and like just one person filming, but I ended up seeing a whole production team, and I was like, this is really amazing, and I want to be a part of this, but I don't know how, but I'll find a way for sure. So, you know, vlogged the whole experience, loved it, met so many people. Yeah, I was just like, this is where I want to be. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there or how I'm gonna start this, but I was like, this is where I want to be. So did another music video from there. You know, I was still vlogging, you know, doing, you know, the typical YouTube stuff. And I was thinking, how am I actually going to progress with this? Because I'm dancing, I'm not the best dancer, and I want to kind of like transition into this whole music thing, and I was so unsure of how to go about it. So I reached out to someone I had on Instagram. His name is Malik. I said, yo, I want to shadow you for your next music video. I had my camera at the time, a Canon SL2, which I have right here. Shout out to you. And I really wanted to like learn. We went to Canary Wharf, and we got this like really nice apartment, and we got there really early, and I said to Malik, look, here's my camera. I know where the record button is, but I don't know how to take photos.
My name is Malik Ogilvie. I am the co-founder of Msquare Productions. We are a film production company based in Wimbledon. We work on music videos, commercials, and now we've just made the decision to venture into short films, so hopefully you'll see some of them soon. I have been a part of a show with the Wall of Comedy in collaboration with Netflix, so hopefully you should see that, enjoy it. Looks really good, it's really fun, so with young Philly and Harry Panero. Yeah, how me and Moses met was, he sent me a DM on Instagram asking to get some experience on set. He saw me doing music videos, and he showed me that he was passionate about the craft and just wanted to get some on-set experience. For me, I'm always going to be someone to lend a helping hand if I can, and I saw that he was genuine, he's enthusiastic, and there was no reason why I wouldn't want to bring him on set with me. But what he didn't know is he was asking from a point of he was early on in his career and he wanted more experience, but I wasn't as experienced as he thought. So for me, it was more, he was just a couple steps behind me, and I know when I was in his position, I would have loved for someone to offer out a helping hand if they could. So yeah, me and Moses met, he came on the set with us. We shot a music video in Canary Wharf in this beautiful apartment. Yeah, Moses was hands-on. I think he even featured in the music video, doing some behind the scenes and just helping us out on set. It was a pleasure to have Moses, and I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of this bigger picture that he's created. Do not be afraid to message anyone who you think may be able to help you or propel you in your career. Don't get annoyed, it's the persistence that pays off, because generally they're just so busy that they may not see your DMs, or they may see it, try to come back to you later and completely forget. But if you're persistent, majority of people will offer advice, or they may even offer to come on set like I did for Moses. And your creativity will be appreciated by all, so express yourself. My message is going to be to you, Moses. I'm extremely proud of you. When I met you, you were very passionate, you were very like raw, ready to take off, and to see that over these years, you've just gone from next level to next level to next level. Like I always see your work posted all over socials. You're smiling, you're traveling, you're doing everything that you said you would do. So I'm just proud and I'm happy to say that I was a part of your journey. It makes me feel happy to know that it started off by something that I helped you to now you're huge. You're huge, so I'm proud of you, man.
Photography is what I like focused on. I was just like very intrigued. I actually wanted to know more about like just the industry and what's really going on. So yeah, so I remember being in the music video for Gandhi Remix. I remember there was a lot of resistance or people like kind of like looking at me sideways like, why are you doing this? Like, you know, just do something else or whatever it is. This wasn't necessarily like the most positive thing ever, but I knew that from that day, yeah, I'm definitely gonna kind of just think of a way to kind of like wiggle into this industry. And so Malik helped me do that. Malik, Canary Wharf, we went, done my first like proper shoot as a BTS photographer. He put me on to Mimi Monroe as well at the time, and just started just going from there. So for me, I was just trying to just kind of just learn things, just see how things go. So through me just reaching out and like going to more and more shoots, I ended up stumbling across Pac-Man TV. And the first time I met him, actually, I'm not quite sure if he remembers this, I was like, yo, let's connect. And he was like, yeah, okay, cool. Didn't go anywhere. Okay, fine. Didn't go anywhere. I think maybe 2-3 shoots down the line, bumped into him again. And I was like, yo, we gotta do something. And I think it was maybe like the third shoot I bumped into him. He was like, okay, cool. Here's my number, let's go from here. 14th of August, 2019, Patman calls me up and he was just like, yo, I've got a shoot in Angel Town for M24, come through. So boom, that was like our first shoot together. I think that was like a key moment, because he is like well respected in the industry. Just like that, I finally got invited to a shoot as a photographer. And I wasn't the best photographer at all. I was shooting on auto. I was just trying to like just show up and be there, but I had zero music connections. I had no connection in the industry. I just popped out of nowhere and I was just like, I just want to just be around. And that was it, really. Just showed up and I was just around.
Yo, it's your boy Pac, CEO Pacman TV. Been running the label for about 16 years now. We do everything from music video production to artist management, label services. We've been at the forefront for underground rap music for the past couple of years, doing some big things, pushing the community to the highest level that we possibly can. And we're trying to do as much as possible. Yeah, so how I met Tracks, Trackavelli. So we linked up briefly, on a few shoots. One was in Uxbridge. There was some mad barbecue we did. The barbecue was nuts. I remember it was epic, we just went there, ate some good food, did some good BTS. I took his contact details. We met again at a shoot from Monroe. And then after that, I thought, this guy works that kind of well. So at the time I was looking after M24, who was picking up quite some traction. And we did a single called I Caramba, which went crazy. So Tracks came through, like we organised like an ambulance, a barbecue in the ends, all these boys came. Tracks did the BTS and the track was huge. Obviously the BTS went off ridiculously off the back of that, and then from there we just formed a relationship where Tracks would come through, get BTS content and all that sort of stuff. It was sort of like an additional product to the music videos that I was offering to artists at the time. I was working closely with M24. Anytime I would do one of his shoots, I would invite Trackavelli, he would come through and take part in the project. When I first met Tracks, like I saw the hunger. I feel like that's what really made me want to work with him a lot, like he was always keen to learn, keen to work, keen to get involved. Anything I was doing, he loved to come along. And one thing that I think really pushed him to where he is that he wasn't in it for the money, and that's a big thing. I feel like when you're doing something, you need to do it for your love of it, and the money will always come. always, you know, so just work and money will come. I just kept on giving opportunities, and then when I saw how sick he worked, I brought him in on the shoot with Country Dons, you know, like, but because they were getting mad numbers, we thought, yeah, let's upgrade the camera and make it proper thing. And then next thing on after that shoot, I started seeing the guy backstage with Burna Boy, Chris Brown, you know, all these Afro Beats guys. He went on tour with NSG, doing all this amazing work, you know, and been there from the start, you know, so it's been sick to see the progress, and, you know, I wish him all the best with it.
But fast forward to 2020 lockdown, I would say most definitely was a blessing. Without lockdown, I don't think I would have progressed the way I progressed. I finally took a step back from just, you know, constantly training with athletics and stopped going to so many shoots because there was nothing to really go to. But I actually finally, you know, started focusing on my uni work. But just to say, I did get a first class, even though my grades were dropping at that time. But luckily, because of lockdown, it actually helped me to, you know, get back on track. But lockdown, again, was a blessing for me because during that time, just being alone, me being in Uxbridge at the time, I tried to train, I looked for ways to train, but I mainly looked at how to use my camera. You know, I remember there was a period of time as well, it was like, I couldn't really work, I couldn't really get money in. I was just like, I need to learn and develop my skills. So I remember I started learning how to use Photoshop. That was a huge thing for me. And I remember I started making money through doing cover art during lockdown. And that was like a huge like moment. Because just like, oh wow, I can actually make money from home, just from editing and doing these things here and there. And it kind of just opened my eyes. You know, it's just like there's other ways of actually making money. But that wasn't really my primary focus, but at the time, obviously, I had to make something.
So my name is Martin Williams. I am a content creator. Currently, or mainly do videography. I run a video production company called Martin Made It, where again, focusing on video. We do music videos, events, basically anything, you name it, we can do it. Specialize in, or I'd say my style, my aesthetic is really just trying to combine as many formats, as many mediums into videos. So that means using VHS, film, digital, 4K, photography, anything in order to, you know, really make that vision, make it unique, make it stand out. And yeah, so that's like my main focus. So I met Moses at uni at Brunel. We both did athletic, so we were both in the same training group. And I think that, you know, that's really been a big thing for us. I think that athlete mentality that we've had since training, you know, has really spurred us on to do like what we're doing now in terms of like video production and just content creation. I think it's that drive and desire to always want to be the best. I think that's what really kind of has made us bond and, you know, constantly elevating each other, pushing each other to try and reach that. So yeah, that's the story of how we kind of met, really. Yeah, so I'd say like our kind of journey in terms of content creation, video production, really kicked off in 2020 during COVID. You know, this was a time when we just had a lot of time on our hands. We're able to really research and delve into, you know, how to do what we're doing today. You know, I met Moses at a time when, you know, he was mainly doing photography, and he asked, well, I was doing more video at the time, especially during that year. Come to me, ask me like a few questions, I'd give him tips, send him like some YouTube videos, show him how I was learning. And then, you know, through that time, you know, it just kept on just growing and growing. And I'd say that it was built pretty quickly. You know, during lockdown, we didn't really have much else to do apart from just continuous research, looking at how to improve, how to get better. And yeah, it's just insane. Like literally back and forth daily, just talking about, you know, what we're kind of doing, what we're researching, or have you seen this video, sending each other links, kind of just constantly motivating each other, inspiring each other. And yeah, I think we just literally were doing that, must have been for 2 years. Like if you were to look on like the Snapchat streak at the time, like it was literally like, I don't even know how many days, but it was literally just constant, just pushing each other. And it wasn't even like a forceful thing either. It's like it just happened naturally. And you know, I think it was a massive part, and it's kind of integral to kind of what we're doing now. I think without 2020, you know, we probably wouldn't even be in the position that we're in like currently, because of just how much that we learned during that time. Like even for me as well, like as I said, I was mainly doing video editing at the time, but now I took that time during those years And then that went on to, you know, more even video direction, more production, more photography, composition, you know, things to really improve just video in general. So yeah, during that year, 2020 and beyond, you know, that I've been, as I said, without it, we would not be doing the things that we're doing now. Afro Nation, London Fashion Week, the music videos, the connections and stuff that we have, it's just, yeah, integral.
So I remember the BLM protest came round, and I really thought to myself, okay, I want to document this, but I think I should maybe take a look at my camera and, you know, how it really works. So this whole time up to this point, I was shooting on auto. I finally learned how to shoot manually, which was a huge thing in terms of video and photography as well. It took me a while because I was just like, what is this? What is aperture? What is ISO? What is shutter speed? Like it was too much. I think it was a little bit overwhelming as well. But during my time documenting the BLM protest for myself, I just learned a whole lot, and I understood, okay, this is how I should go about this. And once I understood it, very quickly, I reached out to one of my friends that I met during 2019 when I was in a friend's Unicom freestyling. Whole different story. And he's based in Surrey, and I said, you know what? I must film a music video for you. So by this point, I had someone reach out to me, and he brought someone else along as well. He did photography, and there was like 3 of us, and we filmed Mona Lisa.
By my side, car, that's off-road shit. Black don't always paint a good picture. Baby knows I'm a dreamer. I know that she a diva, and I know that she a teaser. But can you hold it down when I be going around? She squirting, oh, Alicia. Can't speak like Mona Lisa. Black don't always. And
yeah, that was my first music video, just like that. Literally a month after just, you know, learning how to use a camera and how to film. I was like, next month, cool, we're doing a music video, like, let's go. A couple months down the line now, it's 19th November, and I said to myself, okay, I know how to film something. By this point, there's about 8 of us. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start a company. I don't know what it's called yet, but I was like, I'm going to start a company. We're going to kind of like specialize in just getting exclusive stuff and behind the scenes and everything like that. So, you know, everyone was down with that. So a couple months down the line, so this is 2021, 12th of March, 2021, yes. I registered TBV Productions, and boom. Yeah, TBB Productions. And it was a big moment because I didn't really tell anyone I was gonna, well, apart from the people that were in the team at the time, I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell anyone like even close to me as such, like, yo, I'm gonna start a company. I said, I believe in this and I'm gonna do this. And yeah, literally in May, I thought to myself, okay, I really want to take this far. This is not no thing where I'm kind of just like, you know, it's for banter, it's, you know, something I'm gonna do just on the side, anything like that. I knew, okay, I'm gonna take this very, very far. So I remember having a meeting with the team at the time, and I said, okay, here's my 5-year plan. Everyone, are you like down for this? Gave everyone about like a week or 2. But pretty much by the end of it, no one was like fully committed, and I was by myself. Oh, I mean, it was tough. I mean, I was in uni at the time. I was working at my tech job, and that's what I was using to kind of like get the equipment I need to kind of fund myself. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna work through this. I'm gonna make sure I get to where I need to, and work with the artists that I know closely, reach out to some more people, and just kind of hone my skills in terms of videography. And I did that. like that was my goal. I did that. I just worked on my skills, started looking inwards in terms of who I am. I started developing myself, started reading more. I started doing more research into videography, photography, different editing styles, watching different people, different creatives, and kind of just taking all this information and just building it. Fast forward now to the 12th of February. I think 12 is a good day. 12th of February, 2022. I filmed my first concert, Taiki, at Indigo O2. I always say O2 Indigo, but it's Indigo at the O2. And it was amazing.
You heard about something. See you later.
First concert I've ever been to, and it was amazing. The people, just Taiki, of course, you know, just everything was amazing. And I said, wow, like, I remember I stayed at the Intercontinental that night, and yeah, you know, like, Be Young performed, Midas the Dagger Band performed, NSG performed, Western performed. I was just like, okay, like, literally from nothing to something. And this was just in about a year, you know, we started making a lot of progress. Just one concert, but you know, that happened, and I was like, okay, I can really do this. Met Michael and Shopsy that time as well, and we exchanged contacts, and then literally the next show I did was Gims. Everyone liked my video that I made, and that's when I met Sam, Vox Music, and we connected properly. And that, yeah, it really kicked off from there.
Hi, my name is Sammy Harrison. I work for Vox Music. I do music events and music marketing. We try to bring artists that are not normally typically around here. We try to cater to the other groups that are not always remembered. So we've done Taiki, we've done Gims, we've done Daju for that French community that's here in London, quite heavy. We have also done the Creole Kings and Kalema. They are also part of the Portuguese-speaking Cape Verde community, and they've been amazing nights. We just recently done something with Jao Gomez, Brazilian night, and it was fantastic. I remember meeting Moses early February for Taiki. We didn't know each other then. We kind of just walked past each other. The person I was working with for the event, they uploaded a video for the event and it looked sensational. These times, Vox Music, we didn't have a camera person. So I remember talking to the other promoter, I was asking him, who did the video? He told me, TBV, Moses. And I said, oh, okay, when I see him next, you know, we'll try to get the connection guy. So I saw him next for Gims. He wasn't booked by us, but he was filming. I just said to him, hey, bro, I liked your work. Like, if you do a video for us for Gims, let me get your contact details and make a separate video for us, and obviously we'll pay you because, you know. Yeah, from there, we've kind of been a good, solid relationship. Everything with that, most of the events that we do, Moses gets called in, and it's been going really well.
Straight after that, did Daju, and then from Daju to Afro Nation. Oh, Afro Nation, that was a movie. I loved Afro Nation. Everything about it was just amazing. Another country, when Portugal, Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Chris Brown, Megan Thee Stallion, just everyone that was there. It was truly, truly amazing. I loved every moment.
My name is Michael Toops, and I'm a documentary photographer. I basically document everything African music. So there's a show, Taiki, concert at the O2 Indigo, and I just came in, walking to the backstage, and I saw this slim, tall, gentle guy. You know, can I say he's handsome? Handsome guy, very quiet. And you know, he was just quiet with his gimbal. I'm like, hey, what's your name? And he just said, oh, I'm TBV. I'm like, no, what's your name? And he said, oh, I'm Moses. I said, oh, Moses, okay, how you doing? So we just left it that way. And I think few moments later, Shokpa Olajide also introduced Moses to me and said, oh, have you met Moses? And I said, oh, yeah, we've been talking. Then I'm not sure if it's that event or a different event entirely that I found out that he's Nigerian. And I think that got me more interested in him. For that first day, we tend to, we worked together, we worked very well. And I remember when I was leaving, you kind of said, oh, can I have your Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, yeah. I saw the results of the concert. I was like, wow, the video he shot and edited. I was like, wow, okay, this guy is interesting. It seems I'll be seeing more of his face. And that's how we met.
My name is Msquare Production. Some people call me Shopsy-Doo. Others call me the Energy God. I'm a broadcaster, podcaster, MC, host, Afrobeats ambassador, most importantly, Afrobeats enthusiast. As the description goes, a podcaster. I'm currently in my podcast studio. This is where I interview entertainers within the African popular culture, artists, producers, managers, personalities that really are active within the growth of Afrobeats. As a host, I get on stage and host some of the most incredible concerts at venues like the O2 London for artists such as Wizkid, Davido, hosted for Burna Boy, festivals as prestigious as Afro Nation. As an enthusiast of Afrobeats, I just make sure that anything I do promotes the culture, be it on my social media, sharing content that puts the culture in a positive light. So it's a mixture of all those things that makes the energy god in myself. I met Moses at an event. I think it was one of the concerts I was hosting at the Indigo 2 at the time. Moses had come to cover the event, and you run into videographers all the time. It's normal in our business, but something stands out when a videographer that produces content shares some form of content that there's a slight difference in their style of recording, in the clarity, in the production, the quality of the video. It might just be a 30-second clip, and I don't think he even knows this. I just met him there and I'm like, oh, Moses, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. Here's my number. What do you do? I record stuff. We should connect. We should definitely link up. And I left it at that. And I don't think we spoke. And then all of a sudden, a friend of mine who we were working at that concert together, I think it was a tight concert at Indigo 2, he sent me a 30-second clip of when I was on stage and we were performing.
Me, I don't get time all day. Say, can I call my friends calling me? Say, big man, we know they were. Money, where's you are gone? All the big man, running out of feet. Where's it going? You are gone. All the baby. You got to go. Oh.
And that clip was I need to break that clip down. So it was me getting the crowd to sing a Burna Boy song. I think they were singing Yay. And when the crowd kept on singing and singing and singing, DJ So Good, who was my partner in crime, now switched the song to Anybody by Burna Boy. So we went from an a cappella mode with 2,700 people at the Indigo 2 straight into music playing by the DJ, and myself and the DJ just went into a dance routine that Burna Boy does, and the whole crowd went crazy. And that clip was less than a minute. And when I saw that clip, I'm like, who shot this? And my friend said, oh, it was that young brother that we met at the Indigo 2. I'm like, oh, serious? Is that you, Moses? That was it. I knew we had to work together because the way he captured that moment and the moment he captured showed attention to detail, and as a videographer, just expecting a moment of fireworks. And that's very rare in content creators. So as a host and, podcaster, meeting personalities, going to events, hosting concerts, I'd need to make sure that I have content coming from the work that I've done. What I've done on stage, how I've engaged with the crowd, some of the celebrities that I've met, sat down with, interviewed. And Moses is the guy that puts that camera, that light, that action to ensure that those moments are documented, not only documented, but documented the right way. We've been to Paris together, we've been to Portugal together, we've covered many events in London, and it's just the part of media, especially for me, being in the media world, it's a part of media that's extremely essential that Moses kind of feels. He is that producer, he is that content creator, he is that videographer, he is that director that ensures that whatever it is I'm doing, either behind closed doors that a lot of people are not seeing, or on stage that people are seeing but needs to be seen by more people, he ensures that that content is created properly, packaged well, and delivered to the rest of the world. So that's what we do. So it's me, action mode, Moses, action mode with the camera, just ensuring that these moments are presented to the world in the right way. Timeless, bespoke vision. See, each one of those words is one of the reasons why, I'm blessed to work with Moses. The content that TBV produces is definitely timeless. I go back watching that back to back from the first time we worked together, February 2022. Bespoke is the quality of the content. That basically means it's tailored to you, tailored to your ideas, tailored to your creativity, tailored to your energy, tailored to your vision. And vision, I think that speaks for itself. So TBV, more power to you, more bespokeness to you, and above all, more energy, man. Keep that vision always refreshed, and that's what makes you stand apart.
So after we met, working with him on on Afro Nation for about 3 or 4 days was amazing. So Afro Nation was where we bonded like brothers. Like, I think then, I don't even know, I don't think I'm aware he's Nigerian at that time. I don't think so. So I think I found that he's Nigerian in another country entirely. We were in the same room, we found out entirely when we speak. So I think the Afro Nation made us bond together as brothers. So for example, when you see Adeshokwe, you see me. So Moses is now the younger brother. When you see Adeshokwe, you see me, you'll be looking for Moses because he's coming like a team. So when you see one of us, you will see the other person. So that's when I think Afro Nation is where we gel, we became like brothers. So our first gig together was in Sweden with Yemi Alade, and that's where we, the brotherhood kind of joined together. That was when it was perfected. I actually fell in love with Moses. I kind of took him like my younger brother because he's a younger version of me. He was very dedicated to his talent. He's very dedicated. He's very hardworking. He's very effective. And when I look back, to the pressure, I think it was the first time I put pressure on him was in Afro Nation. But the pressure was not that much. I just said, oh, Moses, this video needs to be out like tomorrow. But it didn't feel that pressure so much, but it felt that pressure when we were in Sweden. I was like, Moses, if this is what you want to do, when we go for shows, the video must be ready the next day. He looked at me, are you serious? And I could read in his mind that, bro, this is not pictures you're editing. We're editing like videos. I'm like, yep. When you record, you know you should have the scenes that you want to put together. The 1 minute video needs to be ready the next morning. That's why, you know, you can't just work with everybody, but working with Moses during this time, that's what I said, it was the younger version of me. I remember when I was coming up, how, you know, the DJ bars, the shoppers, the Smade put so much pressure. It's a good pressure, not bad pressure, good, put pressure on you to make sure that you delivered by the next day. And I think those lessons I learned has kept me to be what I am today. And I think I passed the same pressure on Moses, because we likely be in the same room. We might have separate rooms, but we'll probably spend most of the time in each other's rooms. We'll always be in each other's company. So we'll go and eat together on tours. We mostly sit down together probably on the plane. We mostly do things together. Moses just finished university and he wants to get into the African music, and the African music, there is certain things that you need to tick. There's certain benchmark that you need to meet for you to work with top A-list artists. You know, things has to be, the turnover has to be like quick. And I think it was a cultural shock for Moses. I think it's not even the Sweden that he got the shock of his life. I think it's when we went to Paris and we had a show in Paris. That's when he got the shock of his life. He's like, bro, this thing needs to be out. Because it was still editing the Sweden one, and I think 1 day interval, we're in Paris. And we've shot and we're like, these 2 videos needs to be out like the next day. And no, trust me, I think I should have those pictures or videos. This guy did not sleep. No, I think I have the video or picture. I'm not lying. He did. So we finished a show. I think we got to the hotel probably 11 p.m. in Paris time. And to the next day, this guy was editing and editing and editing and editing. Like by 6 a.m. the next morning. And we're in the same room and I'm sleeping. I think I took some pictures of him and I'm sleeping. I'm opening my eyes like, bro, you still have it. At some point, when we're in the room, I was like to tell him, bro, you need to sleep. Now, after me putting pressure on him, I'm not telling him, bro, relax, you need to sleep. Or else, if you don't sleep, these videos can't be what you want it to be. So, but one thing, I won't say surprise, but one thing I love Moses for was, you know, you expect, to like, guys, how much are you paying me? You expect him to like, I'm not going to kill myself. But he went in and put all his effort, he put all his might, he put all his strength. Like I kid you not. There was Anthony Joshua fight. All the band members, all of us, we went to another room to watch the fight. Moses was there editing and editing, like for if I'm not exaggerating, for almost 10 hours. This guy did not sleep. He did not sleep until we got to the plane. I think we were flying the next day. this guy did not sleep, and he got the videos ready. And that alone, as a big brother, that just gave me like that vibe that, you know what, I need to encourage my brother. I need to support my brother. I need to take him under my wings. Anywhere I go, I need to take Moses along. Even as a brother, we came back because I love the way he walked. I love his spirit. And I was like, no, I need to support him. Wherever that alone, that action he did in Paris, when we came back, I said, Moses, we're going to have a conversation. And that's why I cannot have a conversation with him. I said, you know what, I don't mind paying you, but everywhere I am, he's going to go with me. Anywhere I go, it's like if I'm booked for a show and they don't have a videographer, no, even if they have a videographer, I would pay Moses to come and film the same show, because I just want him to be wherever I am. I want Moses to be there. And that's how we became like a tag team, in a sense that when I'm taking pictures in a show, Moses is filming in that show. Even it might not be for the promoter, but it will be for Sounds of Africa. So Sounds of Africa is an archive system where we archive everything African music. So I archive the images and Moses helped with the videos in terms of filming, editing. So that single action that I saw with my eyes in Paris said, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to do everything in my power to support my brother. Now is like we are blood. I'm not exaggerating. There's no 1 week that passes that I don't speak to him. If you see me and Moses, you probably think that we are from the same mother and father, apart from the dreads. He has dreads, I don't have dreads. So, you know, that's different. He has 6 packs, I have 1 pack. So that's the difference. We kind of love each other, we support each other. You know, it's like a tag team now. You know, you see Moses, you see me. You see me, you see Moses. You know, and that's how we've been working. It's very, very hardworking, very effective. And one thing is, in this job, you can be the best videographer, you can be the best photographer. If people can't trust you, you're as useless as someone that can't even film or edit. I can send Moses somewhere without me being there, and I know the job is going to get done. I'm not just talking about small jobs, I'm talking about big jobs. We had Fireball Burberry, and that was huge. I don't have to be there. That's how much I trust Moses. I don't have to be there. Moses have been on shows with Yemi Alade to Canada. I don't have to be there. So that's how much I trust Moses to be able to deliver on whatever assignment that he's given. So yeah, and I pray this relationship continues, because a tree can make a forest, but as we work together as a team, we'll be able to achieve more. And what Moses have brought into my own life, you know, into things that I want to do, you know, it has even elevated me. Moses coming into the team has elevated myself, has elevated my skills, it has even elevated my career, because I can show things in pictures, and at the same time I have someone like Moses that I can trust, that can deliver on the videos. And even it's one thing, we all need money. Don't get me wrong, we all need money. We need money to do a lot of stuff. But there are some assignments that doesn't even have money, you know, money is not involved, but we just need to capture, you know, it helps. There's some jobs where, you know, money's not going to come out, but it's going to elevate our careers. And when I tell Moses, I say, Moses, there is no money in this thing, but these people that we're going to work in is going to help everyone. It's going to even help you, because it's exclusive content that we're getting from it. And from there, Moses has been able to even connect with a huge Nigerian legend, D'banj. D'banj will come to UK, and I kid you not, D'banj comes to UK and say, Michael, Obodi Moses Iwa. Literally, he would just say, Michael, I'm in town. Where's Moses? And the next thing, and I kid you not, and I'm serious, he will call me, Michael, I'm in town. He will say, Michael, sure to cover me. I'm like, yeah, I've covered you with pictures. He said, wait, the next thing is, where's Moses? And that's how, that's how we've been able to work, and that's how effective, that's how trustworthy, that's how efficient Moses has been since when I've known him. It looks like I've known Moses for over 10 years, but he's one of the coolest guy, very hardworking, very soft-spoken, very energetic, never complains, even when things don't go the way it's supposed to go. I remember that was the time we were on a show, and the pressure they put on Moses was so much that I had to step in. I said, guys, calm down, calm down. I had to literally step in and said, no, he's doing all he can do at this time. Please, just let him, give him some breathing space. He would, and he will never complain. Even if something does not work, or if he doesn't understand something, he will call me and say, Michael, this is this is that, this is that. He never complains. He will just, oh, this is this. How do I go about this? How do I go about this? He's always willing to learn new things. He's always willing to take advice, even if it's not what favors him. But someone like him will go very far. And that's why doors are opening for him right now. You guys don't understand. I can't just say much, but there is so much. The Moses that you're seeing right now, if you guys don't get his autograph right now, you won't be able to get his autograph again. The Moses you see right now, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised of the Moses you'll be seeing in few months down the line. It's not 1 year, it's not 2 years. The Moses you're going to see in few months, it's a different Moses entirely. The jobs that, even with his short time in the industry, the body of works he has been able to accumulate, you guys will be surprised. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys would continue to support him. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is George, and I'm the creator of TBV Reacts. First of all, how did I start with TBV Reacts? Well, before Moses came to me to start TBV Reacts, I used to do reaction videos in the past. He said that I've got a thing for it, and I've got the skills for it. So he said, yeah, do your own thing on the channel, and then boom, TBV Reacts was made.
Yo, it's a boy J Sosa back with another TBV React. Yo, it's a boy J Sosa back with another TBV React. Yo, it's a boy J Sosa back with another TBV Reacts.
But first of all, how did I even meet Moses? Like, Moses and I, we met from athletics. We used to train together and stuff. And then once he started off TBV Productions, he was like, he needed extra hands sometimes, and I always offered to help and give a helping hand. But the characters I have in TBV Reacts at the moment. So previously I used to just be myself. But now I've got actual characters. So I have this guy called, the guy in the leather jacket in the shades.
You know it's gonna be a banger. I'm just letting you know.
I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again.
She in her mood, like damn, she in her mood.
And then we have the guy in the belly.
Bro, nah, see these things in there. You can't let them get to you still. New year, new belly, man. New year, new belly, man. It's cold in here, man. It feels like December and that.
And we'll have a new character, which we'll see soon. Uncle Eric, you'll see him. The inspiration of the guy in the leather shades and the jacket, right? The leather jacket. So I got it from Andrew Tate. And I was like, wait a minute. Why is this guy getting so hated? And I thought this was kind of interesting. So I was like, okay, this is the best time to actually make something of it. So I used a bit of Andrew Tate, but mainly the good sides, not like the, you know, the crazy sides, you know, and a bit of my actual own personality in there, and then made it like its own thing. And the guy in the Bali, he's just a typical roadman. Like, he's just a typical roadman. This is that guy, like, you see him outside in the Bali in a normal day. Now the new character, Uncle Eric, latest character. I do come from an African background, but at the same time, like, you know, the UK is filled with African culture as well. So all those different aspects are kind of put into one to make this one character. So my goals that I have, for TBV Reacts in general, I would like to make it a big enough platform where, you know, artists can come to me, I can react to their music as a way to, like, maybe to promote their music or to get them out there, as well as, you know, reaching top artists, you know, if it's in UK, US, you know, global, to react to their music and actually be there with them, you know, and actually build those type of networks and stuff. And who I would like to collab with, me personally, like, I do have favorites, like someone like Kaisen, that, like, he's someone who actually inspires me. Like, when I have all these different characters, like different parts of me that I get to actually show you guys. And someone else is probably, like, I'd say in the side, man, like KSI, he's quite a big inspiration, even like before I started doing this. And someone like Young Philly, because he's local to me, local area. I'm like, okay, like, he's done this, I can actually do something like this as well. If he's done it, I think we all can do it, you know. And what I'm working on right now, at the moment, to just keep getting TBV Reacts, you know, a bigger audience, and just keep going. And also in the long term, I like to, like, focus on Twitch. That's like, once the fan base is big enough, and I feel like we're getting there slowly. I feel like not even just Twitch, even like anything streaming wise, be everyone's social media and just be myself for your entertainment. And yeah.
So my name is Jason, I'm 25 years old. I'm the videographer for TBV Entertainment. Me and Moses have been working together for 5 years now. I've known him for 15, 16 years now. And even from way back then, I've known that he's had a vision for different things in life. And this is just one of the things that I know that he wants to work on. And being a part of this journey with him has been fantastic. Working with him, I know that where he wants to go with the company, I know what he wants to do. We're working on that together. So that's been really interesting. I'm looking forward to what we've got coming, what we've got planned.
Yeah, talk about T-Money, man.
T-Money, man. Ah, man. Ah, T-Money.
That's it, that to you teasing me. How could she lose when she already chose? Like, yeah, damn.
But T-Money, you know, interesting character. You know, a charismatic enigma, if you ask me. You know, he's always doing stuff.
Don't be dapping now. I think so many black people dry elbows. 300. 300. 300. 300. It means 300. 300. Champions. Ajax.
So working with T-Money is definitely a roller coaster. You never really know what you're gonna get. You never know what he's gonna pull out of his hat, how he's gonna act, where he's gonna move, what kind of angles he's gonna go for when he's directing these conversations. So trying to get that all on film succinctly, that's a challenge, but it's definitely fun. I've had some fantastic moments working with him, too many to recall, some that might get me in trouble, but we're gonna leave those out. But definitely it's been an interesting couple moments working with T-Money as well.
You know, interesting character. He's got money, and you know, T-Money. T-Money.
Oh my days, man. Yeah, man. T-Money. Yeah, like, obviously.
Hey yo.
T-Money, like, yeah, man, I'm hearing it, you know. Yeah, it's T-Money, innit?
I'm looking great today. Run on, let's go. Come on. Excuse me. Hi, wear your face mask.
I'm going crazy with the energy, you know what I'm saying? People be loving it. I'm just going crazy. I be like, the ladies love me, like, it is what it is.
The bunny reaction I did with T-Money, like, everything about that video is just hilarious. From the start until the end, that video was just, in my opinion, is just legendary. T-Money staring into your soul. And he went crazy. He went crazy.
You can hang with them and not be involved, but guess what? I don't care.
And I'm just there losing my mind. And then, you know, when Bunny's saying something crazy, I'm losing my mind and he's losing his. I'm just like, yo.
And shout out to my guy, you know, like George, you know what I'm saying? I'll be hopping in the reaction videos. I mean, like, yeah, man, those videos was mad funny, man. You know, people be loving that Bunny one as well, because I'd be like,
Aye. If you got guns in the block, put your hands in the air and raise them high. High. If you don't, then I don't know why.
And even on the Millions video, you can open the doors like. You know, he's just doing his own thing, TV entertainment. He's that guy. He's that guy.
You get TBV Entertainment! We outside! Let's go!
I can't lie. You know, in recent times, in recent episodes, it's been cold outside, but we still do it, you know, to make sure, you know, there's content out for you guys. And we're trying to be as consistent as possible. You know, and obviously I'm showing up for the ladies as well because, I mean, it's just a bonus, isn't it? It's a bonus. So many things that don't let you get aired, you know, like you've seen it before. I'll be like, turn the camera off because Team Money has to get down to work.
Hey, Carnival, it's wine, you know, it's catching the wine from a girl, like, it's crazy, like.
But not ready for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all crazy, it's all mad, but like, yeah, man. You know, people be loving the Carnival videos and I'll be catching them wines, you know, I'm like that. I'm saying, shout out to Jason and shout out to Moses as well, like, you know, coordinating everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put me on because I'm outside now, you know what I'm saying? Outside.
When we're doing shoots, we always know what we're doing, where we're going, how we want things to be done, how we want the angles to be, things of that nature. So that's been really interesting, especially the growth of the company from where it was and how we're doing it now. It's been really good.
But like, it's just as banter, it's funny, like, we do it for your entertainment. And like, as long as you love it, then we'll keep on showing up.
T-Money, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But the energy there is unmatched. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch the video now. Because you're missing out. You need to keep up, like, well, up and up the levels. You need to keep up now, so.
Anyways, yeah, man, mad love, innit? Like, hey, TBB to the water, back! You see me? Show, gang. I'm a piano thing, isn't it? You get me?
My name is Fidel. I'm living in Windhoek, Namibia for the time being, and I'm responsible for running TBV Productions Instagram account. I've known Moses for 7 years now. We met back in secondary school, and I've always known him to be a down-to-earth, ambitious and a goal-driven guy. I remember back in 2018-2019, we went for Russ's Gunning remix video shoot, and that was around the same time Moses just got a camera. At the time he was just taking a couple shorts and videos here and there, and then he finally decided to put it all together and make a vlog. From that day, I swear, one thing led to another, and that was the time he came up with TBV Productions. I was actually inspired, I can't even lie. How a spontaneous decision at that moment led to something great. It's beautiful.
My name is David, finance analyst at JP Morgan. On the TBV digital side of things, Moses and I recently started up a digital marketing agency. It's kind of centered around getting new customers, new clients for businesses, as well as kind of just getting the most out of the existing ones and just trying to optimize their online presence in the process. We'll get them more like Google reviews, Facebook reviews, centered around paid advertising, specifically Facebook, email marketing, and social media management. Kind of allow the owners to be a little bit more hands-off and like just really run a done-for-you marketing service. It's still in the early stages, so we're outreaching, trying to do more, say less. We've got some big goals. Hopefully you guys will hear about it more soon in the future. Yeah, how I met Moses as well. We went to the same school. He joined in the sixth form. We both studied business together, which is quite ironic, I guess, but we kind of really got to spend more time together. I took a gap year when he was in year 13, still doing like business. So yeah, we just kind of started hanging out, studying, meeting up in the library after kind of just, yeah, like iron sharpening iron. It was nice, got to know him a little bit more, like got to, yeah, like, because I kind of knew of him. I knew he had the whole athletics thing, like track, I used to be Trackavelli back in the day. like had that whole thing going on. But yeah, it was cool. That's kind of when we really started to get like closer and stuff. Plus we live like 10 minutes away from each other, so yeah, I think it was a good fit.
Yes guys, my name is Simeon. I go by Sim Shoots. I'm a photographer slash videographer. I'm 22 and I'm based in London. So I met Moses at a nightclub called Prism. So usually when I meet someone who's also doing photography or videography in any place that I'm shooting, I literally go up, introduce myself, because it's like an instant connection. Shooting at this club, saw Moses, introduced myself, and from there we just made the connection and we started working together. So now, working at TBV, I mainly assist Moses doing photography and videography jobs. Occasionally I take over and do some jobs when he's unavailable. So we're currently working on a project called Out of the Studio Performance, in which we'll be shooting a series of artists whose songs will be signed to TBV Records. So stay tuned for that. We've got a lot of work coming and you'll see what's coming.
Hi guys, so my name is Imani. I'm a graphic designer and a video editor and also a content creator. So like basically I edit like music videos, branding, illustrations, cartoons from 2D to 3D work and visual effects and things like that. So yeah, you know, I try to be like an all-rounder with what I do. The way I met Moses is he reached out to me on Instagram because he saw my work. So he thought, you know, that I could be, you know, useful to the team. So yeah, I joined the team and yeah, basically, so ever since I've been editing like promo videos. Some of the work we've done together is like Msquare and, you know, a few other people as well and festivals. So we collabed together on a project for Palm Wine Fest. So yeah, I found it really, really fun because I got to experiment with different effects and things like that, like effects I've never been able to use before, I was able to use in that project. So yeah, it was kind of like, you know, like a portfolio sort of experiment for me. I really enjoyed it. I got to use like fire effects, paper effects, and kind of, you know, put that all together. So yeah, it was really fun. Also, Moses' visuals are really, really cool. Like they're different as well. We got to use like a GoPro. So you've got to do like the whole mini world effect and things like that. So yeah, that was, I really liked to experiment with that. So where I see TBV going is in the future, I see us maybe working and expanding the pool in terms of the type of artists that we work with. So typically you work with, you know, a lot of like Afro beats artists and things like that, such as Davido. We have worked with R&B artists like Chris Brown too, but I still do feel as if like maybe in the future we'd work with, you know, UK rappers such as Central C and things like that because we haven't worked with them before. And, you know, although we have traveled in the past to like edit for other festivals and things like that, I still see us, you know, basically just expanding on that, maybe having more tours to go on. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see where we can take this.
TBV, Timeless Bespoke Vision. It's interesting because I don't think people necessarily understand the vision as such and what we're trying to create here. It's more so a legacy and a lot of sacrifice has been made. There's so many people I had to kind of move away from because of like negative influences and had to be more positive in terms of my surroundings, the people I associate myself with and how I think as well, because as many people will know during lockdown and just even being in uni as well in terms of like dealing with mental health and how you battle things mentally when running a company, when training frequently, when dealing with university pressure, as well as this pressure from shoots across the board, there's a lot you have to kind of deal with. And having the right people around you definitely makes a huge difference. And I also thought, you know what, when I first started TBV, or even before I started TBV, I thought I could just be a videographer that shoots music videos and just does music stuff in general. And I realized very quickly, I feel like everyone does that, but I want to build something where, you know, there's legacy. The people that are involved, their life changes as well, but not just as well as myself. Other people get inspired and they want to curate and actually do other things. And I think it's important to highlight because it's not necessarily about the money, but it's also about, you know, what you do and who you are as a person and what your book kind of like covers when people kind of review your life in general. And that's the kind of impact I want to make with TBV. I think a lot of people kind of like question how you're going to do that. My answer to that is just watch. I'm going to do that. I think making an impact in this world is not necessarily the easiest thing to do, but I think if you go about it the right way, the right people, the right team, go about things effectively, then it's very much possible. And I feel like music in itself as well, in terms of the production side, definitely influences people. And, you know, I feel like if it's through music, if it's even through TBV Digital, if it's through TBV Entertainment, we can make that impact and reach other people that we couldn't reach before, even if it was just by myself. But I think now that we are together as a team, all these things are possible. I believe it's that.
Hey guys, I'm George, the creator of TBV Reacts. And how did I meet Moses?
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, like, shout out to Ice Spice. You know I'm feeling you. I'm a munch.
I hope I didn't say too much.
No, I appreciate that.
So my name is Jason, 25 years old.
Being part of the team. Take that part out, by the way.